Today, I'm excited to guide you through how PeopleReign can revolutionize knowledge management within enterprise companies. Picture an employee needing to request a laptop or get their computer fixed. For this demo, let's explore how the PeopleReign virtual agent assists an employee in requesting a laptop. It's important to remember that many chatbots can sometimes lack the human touch in customer interaction. What sets PeopleReign apart is our dedication to creating an experience that's as human-like as possible. Before diving into the demo, I'd like to introduce a couple of key elements. On the right-hand side, you'll notice the PeopleReign virtual agent. This is your platform for interacting with the virtual assistant. Remember, you can also use other collaboration tools like Slack or Teams to have these conversations. For demonstration purposes, I'll be using the HTML harness that can be integrated into any browser. This could be before your SharePoint portal or ServiceNow service portal, depending on what you use as an entry point for your employee experience. On the left-hand side, imagine it as the engine of a Ferrari, revealing how the system operates to mimic human cognitive processes. I love showing this because it sparks curiosity about what's happening behind the scenes. Let's get started. I'll initiate a conversation with the virtual agent, something like, "Hey, how are you?" As you can see, the engine quickly processes the input, identifies the objective, and detects the conversation as a casual greeting. When the query isn't about a business topic, the system recognizes it as casual and directs it to our chit-chat tool, responding with, "I'm doing well. How can I help you today?" From here, I'll assume the role of an employee who's been with the company for about 2 years and needs a new laptop because the current one isn't working. Usually, in such scenarios, people end up navigating through several windows and applications to find answers. Sometimes, they even have to make phone calls or send emails that might get lost along the way. And if someone in the chain takes a vacation, well, that's a whole different story. I've experienced this firsthand. So, let's begin by stating, I want to get a new laptop. With this simple instruction, the system swiftly determines where to direct the request, avoiding the typical approach of directing users to a PDF or policy document. Instead of just providing forms to fill or approvals to seek, it offers something much more valuable. In this instance, it says, before proceeding with a new laptop, let's do some due diligence. It detects that the current laptop was issued 8 months ago. This capability comes from our open architecture, which connects with back-end systems like asset management or ServiceNow for storing employee assets. The system retrieves asset information to confirm the laptop's age and checks policies from sources like SharePoint, showing that refreshes occur every 24 months. We've all been in unique situations, right? It recognizes that my situation is unique, offering options like whether the help desk couldn't fix the issue. It's important to highlight that these experiences are customizable. For this demo, we've designed a specific storyline. Companies can choose to offer no options, having the system handle responses automatically, ensuring a tailored experience for employees. I'll select the option, "Yeah, the help desk couldn't fix my laptop." This is where things get interesting, as anyone might try to claim this. But here's the real advantage. It can verify the situation through your ITSM system, such as ServiceNow. It can check systems like Jira, Zendesk, or Salesforce Service Cloud. With access to my profile, it identifies issues like network card problems and screen flickering. Assuming there's a narrative involved, the art of the possible is showcased in this brief demo. I'll move forward by confirming the issue, initiating the process. Now, based on data from Workday, where my hierarchy is stored, it determines that I can choose between a Windows or Mac laptop, considering company policies on device allocations. Some companies might have strict guidelines, like all non-engineering staff receiving Windows laptops or sales teams getting MacBooks. The goal is to prevent unnecessary requests or incorrect allocations. In this scenario, I'll opt for a MacBook. Upon selection, a process begins, accompanied by a warning. It indicates that information from the supplier suggests a potential wait. This might involve an Excel file or integration with a supplier like CDW for real-time inventory updates. Here it states, "Are you sure you want a Mac?" There's a 3-week wait time. I'll proceed with the request, as I'm keen on using a Mac. This leads to another layer of customization. Now, based on budget constraints for my equipment, it's important to note that while this involves initial setup work, the system ultimately ensures employees only receive what's appropriate. I'll request a MacBook Pro 17-inch. The system confirms, "I have enough information from you and your workday details. Is this your current address?" If needed, I can update the address. The emphasis is on minimizing unnecessary clicks, because nobody ever said they enjoy excessive clicking. Avoiding tedious form filling is a priority. We already have your data, like your name, role, and device needs, collected and ready. With all the information gathered, it quickly submits the request to the appropriate ticketing system. To conclude, the system updates, confirming the shipment and promising to provide a tracking number soon. The core takeaway from this demo is that designing user experiences with PeopleReign is both simple and effective. PeopleReign ensures rapid time to value, regardless of whether the user experience is straightforward or complex.